was late and I didn't get to finish that quilt. So I'm up here and it's like late. Okay, so this is a quilt a client wants me to repair for her. I need to sew like a lot of parts of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a ironing board and my iron, and I'm going to iron it first so that I can start sewing the areas that need repair. The only reason I'm up here is because I was doing a whole bunch of stuff for the block swap, and I finished what I needed to do for the block swap, but now I need to finish a quilt. And I kind of was like not wanting to come up here because I'm tired, but I decided to come up here, and while I'm up here I could be working on this job. I need to iron the whole thing, then see where it needs some seaming, like sew all these open seams because it has a whole bunch of them, but I can't see them until I iron this.
Hopefully I could flatten this iron as flat as I can, and then work on, like, there's an open seam here. Is there water up here? And then as I sew everything, I'm also going to interface everything. So I think I'm going to do block per block. And then the quilt that I'm working on right now, the most annoying quilt ever. Yeah.
So this is a beautiful quilt. I love cute. Well, I'm not a cat person. Not that I don't, well, I never had cats. Maybe I had a cat when I was a little girl. But this is what it looks like. I think it's really a pretty quilt. The annoying part about this design is it does, one, have to clip off and start another, so I have to be attending the quilt quite a bit. I didn't think about that when I put this quilt on because I have other things to do. Or I'll do this row, turn up the quilt, and then come back later and work on it. I could, if I wanted to, take this whole quilt apart, but I don't want to do that. I wish you would have seen how raw seamed this was. Like a lot of the seams were open, and I just sewed her down real beautiful. I'm gonna just iron her, make sure she's nice and flat. But a lot of this satin was, or polyester satin was fraying a lot. These seams are all kind of like fraying. This one only has like a couple areas, like here on the top, because someone washed it. There's a whole bunch of thread balls. Like this seam that's open, I'm gonna sew those seams flat because they're folded, and this way I have a little bit more like control. So I'm gonna clean up the back and then I'll be sewing. So now you can see that all the seams are sewn. It's a little bit, the quilt block is a bit warped, but we'll figure it out on the long arm. I have ironed it as flat as I can. I have sewed every single seam, which I think it's the best that I could do. Here's another one where the seams, I don't know what it is with this fabric. It just, wow. But it's pretty fabric. I don't know if you can see all these open seams. Yeah. So this is the block that had a lot of open seams. It's still, I'm trying to close some of these seams and the fabric keeps fraying, but I got pretty much all of it. I went ahead and I sewed all the open seams, and now I'm going to interface them. That fabric will still fray if you're not paying attention, so what I want to do is lock that fabric down, and then this becomes extra fabric. While I'm here interfacing it, I'm going to make sure I could square it up as much as I can and get rid of as much like bulky weird material like this stuff, so that when I long arm it doesn't get jammed in these weird spots. You want to make sure that the interfacing iron is really nice and straight, not like I'm gonna do a different kind of strategy. I wanted to do a whole sheet, but because this quilt is so like warped, I'm gonna get this that's enough to do the block. I'm not gonna lay it down flat. I may do it in a quarter. I also did this antique one. I had to repair it. I think I have footage of it, and I don't know. It came out okay. I still need to fix some embroidery that I put on here, and I put the wrong date. But it quilted really well. I didn't think this quilt was gonna make it, but it survived.